Approved by Speed.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Big Game Sports Buzz, where the pro athlete and the sports fanatic get together to talk about sports. Listen, we here with this Blitz today. I'm the buff nerd. Let's go. And of course, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why the show is called what it is, Big Game James. What up, dude? How you doing?
Yo, what up, Stoggs? What's happening, man?
Man, it is draft week.
Draft week.
It's draft week.
Baby.
Combine done.
Hey, man, I don't even know. I ain't got a hat to match my outfit, but I got hats. I got hats, baby.
We got hats.
Buccaneers, baby. Let's do this.
He got hats. Yo, it's an exciting time for not only the fans and the clubs, but also obviously the young men that are going into the draft. If you have not checked it out, Big Game has put together a path to the draft. It's not even a short, it's actually a great piece. And so make sure that you check that out on Big Game Entertainment, Big Game, Facebook, on YouTube. It's there. It's a really good piece. I suggest if you're a father, let your sons watch that. If you're interested in going into the draft, watch that. It's a great piece. Awesome.
Appreciate it, Jay. And you know one thing I can say? I'm glad my lighting is a lot better now than it was when I made that piece.
Man.
Because I looked at it and all I saw was a shadow. But anyway, hey, man. But no, realistically, and I was talking about that. And Jay, that's one question I get a lot from a lot of people. And I guess, honestly, I always kind of take it for granted that people just know the whole, I mean, you watch draft day, you see guys get drafted, but they kind of know what goes into it. I mean, as far as like, you know, that senior year or junior year, whenever you decide to come out,
right.
Picking the agent, the going to speed facilities to work out, to get yourself in shape, to train to how to trick and beat a 40 time, and the interview process, just meeting with teams and talking to them and just trying to prep and sell yourself. And another thing that's come out that people have been talking about, the Wonderlic test. You know, it's one of those things where everybody used to like to get together and talk about who did what on the Wonderlic, and some players will get, you know, they're trying to, I think, knock CJ Stroud down now because his Wonderlic score wasn't great.
Right.
I've seen all pros with low ass Wonderlicks, and I've seen journeymen that didn't play a lot with great Wonderlicks. It's just another way of throwing something out on someone that, you know, but that's another piece that, you know, I'm gonna go back and address one day, because it's not fair to those guys to have that held over your head. And the thing is, scouts and people try to leak stuff to devalue a person just so they can sneak back and get them later when they still want. It's a dirty game when it comes to this NFL thing, man. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think there's either a book or some kind of show or something. There's some media out there about a draft pick that he basically beat the Wonderlic, right? And he was able to basically train for the combine, but yet when it came to playing, not all that great. I think they consider him like the biggest bust ever. I think he was a lineman or something like that. But you know, and it's unfortunate because, you know, you're training for the test when in actuality you should be training for your profession. And so,
well, no, that test, it's just like I said, that shit is stupid. I scored, and I'm not just saying that because I scored bad. I scored well. You know, from
Yeah.
what scouts told me in the show that I saw results in the book, in the draft room, in the scouting room. My score was substantially more higher than a lot of people that got drafted with me that year.
Right.
But hey,
Right.
it is what it is, baby.
Yeah. And when I talk about the test, it's not just the Wonderlic. I'm talking about the combine and
Oh
everything
yeah,
like
the
that.
40s, everything.
Yeah.
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 You train to manipulate your muscles to do different things a little bit differently.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, what they say, the eye in the sky don't lie, Jay.
Hey,
Film is
tape don't
the
lie.
truth. Film
Tape
is
don't lie.
it's the truth. That's
That's
what the
it.
dudes
That's
outside Magic City said about the movies. The movies is the truth.
Man, hey, and speaking of, look, today is just going to be a blitz, so we're just going to just have good conversations. We have some topics. We're going to have some good conversations, but of course, we're going to have our top 5. And he mentioned movies. Hey, our top 5 today that comes from Big Game, and this is a really good one. Top 5 basketball movies of all time. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, look, get it ready. Get your cap on tight because it's going to be a wild ride. Speaking of wild rides, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this podcast. Hey, the more you share, the more we can care about what you're talking about. Make sure that you hit us in the chat because I noticed that a lot of people will chat after the podcast, which is great. We'll chat right back at you. But make sure that you like, subscribe, share.
All
Yep.
right. Hey, you know what, man? Without further ado, it's
Let's get
time to
into it.
let this blitz go.
Let's go. Ooh, intros. Listen, he's not only hit people, but he can hit up some intros. So shout out to you, my guy.
Appreciate
Listen, first piece, Douche Dodge is gone from Pack Land. He is finally in Douche Land,
you.
aka New York.
Hey, man. First and foremost, man, I am so glad that
Yes.
this got done
Yes.
prior to the draft happening.
Yes.
Because I really thought that he was going to stretch it out. You know, I was like, man,
Never
god
want
damn,
to.
here go Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers. And yet I know he's not the general manager,
Right.
but for somehow, some way, it just seems like we were supposed to blame Aaron Rodgers. Now, Jay, I want to ask you something because one of my boys, man, shout out to my main man, Jamal Patterson, man, one of my homeboys I grew up with in Liberty City in Savannah, Georgia, man. And Jamal said, James, the Jets messed up. They gave up way too much for a 39-year-old quarterback. Jay Stars, what say you when it comes down to this Aaron Rodgers trade, man?
Listen, he is not an aging football player. He is an aged football player. Okay. At 39 years old, you gave up New York Jets a first round pick this year.
Well, they just pick swap. They didn't sacrifice their pick. They go from, I think it was a 13 to 17. They just switched. So they did swap picks. They didn't just give up the first round.
They got the number 15 pick.
Okay. So 15, they
got the
gave
number
him the first
15
round pick. They gave him fourth round pick, right? Mm-hmm.
They got a 5th round pick. And they're supposed to get, depending on if he is still on the roster, still starting, basically they get a contingent pick for the next year. So
the conditional to second round pick in 2024 or whatever. Yeah.
So for an aged quarterback, I mean, how many years you gonna get out of him? Maybe 1, 2? He's gonna play till 41?
What if he's like Tom?
He's not.
He's not Tom.
Okay. He's not. Listen, I have to give respect is due. Tom Brady is something else. Okay. 20 years in the league, playing as long as he did, the 43, 7 Super Bowls. Listen, championships, not going to one. There's no one like Tom. Aaron ain't it. He's got 1 championship. He's got what, 3 MVPs, I think? Something like that.
Hey, man, I didn't realize that championship was in 2011.
Let me see if I can. I don't know. I think I kind of see it. Bro,
Wow.
yes.
It was a very long time ago.
A very long time ago.
But this is the thing. The Jets needed a quarterback. Wilson was not that guy out of BYU.
Made me spill
And
when you said that.
supposedly he's come out and said that they're gonna regret this. But they had to make a move. Was Rodgers the right move? I don't know. But with all the pieces around in New York, I see why he wanted to go there.
Sure.
And nowhere else.
Sure.
But, hey, it's like going all in Vegas right now, though, for them. It's all or nothing, man. If they don't make the Super Bowl and win it, it was all for nothing. Especially if you said he's aged and only has 1 to 2 years max.
And I think what you had to also look at was San Francisco wasn't in it. San Francisco would have been a great place, I think, for him, but they couldn't because they didn't have the capital to get him because they used, well, I want to say for McCaffrey, but they really didn't.
I think San Francisco would have been smart to try to go get Lamar, and I know that's a whole different topic. I think that's what they could have done because they could have gave up Lance for Lamar and sacrificed the picks with some of the other things they had. That's the most ready team. San Fran is a Super Bowl team with Lamar Jackson.
I think there's very few teams who would not be Super Bowl contenders with him based on what he's done in Baltimore.
Okay.
There's very few. But when you look at what Lamar is and San Francisco's team and what they have in Debo and McCaffrey, when you put a mobile quarterback, and I understand he's, working and has been more in the pocket, you put that in there, that can now make it more difficult, I think, in your backfield, right? Who's running or when do you run or anything like that? I think you get into a Kaepernick situation only in the regard of, hey, he could have thrown that. He had people open downfield, right? With Rodgers, you have an aged quarterback that, okay, maybe he has something left in the tank. Okay. He's from California. So it sets up well for him. You have Brock Purdy, you have Trey Lance, who can learn from him.
Is he the teacher? Because he made it sound like he wasn't the guy to teach Jordan Love. Like it wasn't his job to get Jordan Love ready to take his place.
He was butthurt, bro. He was butthurt.
So what's going to change if he goes somewhere else?
He knows the situation. He knows that going there.
I got you.
And here's the thing. He has a better chance in San Francisco than New York.
Well, that ship has sailed, buddy.
Yes.
He's not going to San Francisco.
No. No, he's in New York. And the douchiest of the douches have found each other. And, Godspeed, good luck. Not really. But because, you're in the AFC East. And that's a tough division.
Is it?
Buffalo?
Is Buffalo the truth? Or are they lucky? Are they about to ride another wave? Or can New York go ahead and compete with them now?
I can't say that. Are they really on a wave? I mean, they're always there. They're always in the conversation. You know what? Hey, Aisha, go. Now we saying go Hawks? I thought we were Lakes. I thought that's what you were.
Man, she's not here, so she just congratulated me because my Hawks won. That's
nah.
That's what it is. It's all good.
Whatever. What up, Wallace?
Wallace, what's up, man?
Yeah, the Hawks squeezed it. Hey, look. When I turned it off, when I was coming up here, I had to, have some conversations with some younger family members. Boston was had to have some conversations,
It happened in the blink of an eye, though. Like I said, a couple bad plays by the Boston Celtics, man, and we capitalized, and Trae Young hit a big shot late.
I love how you say we capitalized. I love that.
It's the truth. We capitalized on a mistake.
No, the Hawks did.
The Hawks capitalized on a mistake. Time out. Don't act like you ain't never said we when Dirk hit a shot for the Mavericks.
Man, already. Look how we hit that shot. We're awesome. Me and 41.
Hey, Wallace, I do like the Hawks, man. And a lot of people don't know this, but I'm a
Yeah,
Georgia boy. I was born in Georgia before I moved
yeah,
out to the
man.
West Coast, man.
Listen, Wallace, it was. I mean, Celtics were up by like 13 in
Yeah,
the fourth quarter with
yeah.
like 6 minutes to go, 5, 6 minutes to go. I'm like, oh, it's over. And then the Hawks, Bogdanovich said, hey, guess what? It's not over. He's blocking folks. He's making threes. Now all of a sudden, Celtics can't do it. And Smart was being not so smart.
Boy,
So,
that,
yeah. From Statesboro, and see now we starting to call out, counties and neighborhoods. And
hey man, don't hate on Statesboro, Georgia.
I'm
Hey,
not hating on Statesboro.
Wallace, I'm a stone throw away from Statesboro.
I don't know.
I was born in that 912, baby.
I-
Savannah, Georgia. What? 912, fool?
Hey, I lived in Atlanta for a hot minute.
Yes, it's
And
one of the many schools you attended, states that you went to school in. We know this.
this is true. This is true. I was there when I was 4, so I wasn't in college
Oh,
then. I
okay.
could have been though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did go to college there.
You're so stupid. I could have been though. Yes,
I
the
could have been.
third is an
I was
educated guy.
that smart.
Now you think you Doogie Howser, huh?
I didn't think. So douche Dodgers in New York. Good for him. Good for them. The Pack can move on. He's not holding them hostage.
I think they both win, Jay. When I asked you who wins, I think they
Yeah.
both win. He gets what he wants, and now Green Bay can be done with that. See what they have in Jordan Love, and then get ready to rebuild that franchise to something else.
And and the picks will help. The picks will help. I think I would say that the Pack made out a little bit better than New York just because of the picks for an aged quarterback. But I remember quite a bit, my guy. I remember Freaknik, I know that. And I
Boy,
remember
you wasn't 4 years old at Freak Nick. Stop.
stop it. You don't know when I was 4 there. You don't know when it started, man. You don't know. But I remember the SWATs. You know what I'm saying? I remember that. Abernathy.
Man, my
Holla at
grandmother lived right off of MLK by the MARTA station, dog.
Let's go. Moving Africans rapidly through Atlanta. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The
The acronyms that J Stocks displays on this show
hey, if you know,
and him only.
if you know, no, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, I would say I would lean more towards the Pack. They won out because of the picks, but yeah. Levis is moving up. Up.
I mean, I don't buy it. It's something about okay.
Would you just talk about leaking, right?
Do you remember Kyle Bowler back in the day?
I remember the name.
You remember Jay Cutler?
I remember the name.
Those guys moved up.
They did.
They moved up.
They did.
Where do you rank Jay Cutler's career in the NFL?
Did he have a career? I know
he had a
played.
career. And I'm not trying to be funny.
The Bears, right?
I'm never one to knock anybody for doing their thing and making it to the league. I know how hard it is to get there. I know how hard it is to sustain and stay there. Yeah. But they start talking about what these guys can do and they're moving up and they're just interested. And then one guy's falling off and can't pass the one to lick. They always do that. There's one crazy narrative of elevate one and knock another one down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know about the big, strong Will Levis. What is he going to do? I mean, I think he could probably be a great quarterback, but all of a sudden he's just, man, and this is one thing. You don't know till you know, but I don't know. It's just something about them trying to make him, the holy man or something. I can't stand it.
Yeah, true that. Hey, Grandizer, good to see you. Glad to have you. Things are good, my dude. Hey, we losing weight over here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're losing weight. We're picking up things, getting stronger.
What Grandizer say? I can't see it. You didn't put it up.
Oh, wait. Okay, yes. You're being funny now. Ask how the day was. The day was good. Work was good. Hey, I made it through it. Dinner was good. Yeah. Sound bites. There we go. So pow 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 pow. Those are my sound bites.
That's a sound effect. A sound bite is normally something you say. They take the words and make it into something.
Here you go. So Jay
generalized
Cutler,
love.
12 seasons as a professional quarterback.
Yeah, so he had a career, but he was never the guy that they made him out to be going into that draft coming out of Vanderbilt,
Yes.
dog.
Yes.
Oh man, he threw the ball 70 yards kneeling. When the hell you on your knees throwing a goddamn football in the NFL?
If you're on your knees and you're throwing the football, you're usually down.
My point, I mean, come on, man. Yes, that's great arm strength. Jamarcus Russell did the same thing.
Oh, that's a soundbite. Whenever you have to mention Jamarcus Russell, oh man, that's rough. That's rough.
I'm just saying, bro.
You know what? And I do agree with that, and saying,
Granddad, we did that last week, I think.
Yeah, we did the mock draft. 10-20 minute vid, final mock draft. Yeah, man, we did that, my dude. Check out my pick for the Patriots. You'll love that one.
Hey, we did it on our Chop Shop show, Granddad. And man, I did do another mock draft for the Buccaneers yesterday.
Yeah.
I went.
Yeah, I'll probably do one for the. I'll probably do something for the boys. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow.
No, you won't. Quit lying.
You never know. Okay, things are changing. Things are changing. But let's get back to Will Levis. Yeah, answer that. Oh boy. Just wait till Thursday. And Thursday, so we won't have Chop Shop because we will have draft live Thursday from each perspective.
Big game sports and entertainment draft night. So we're gonna cover the first round.
That's
you
right.
Know what I'm saying? Pull up a chair, pull up a cold one, and follow your boy Big Game James and the Buff Nerd and the musicologist A Reed as we talk draft picks, man.
Yes, we're definitely, and you'll see our live reactions to each team and to see if what we picked was what actually happened. So I'm kind of curious about that now.
No mock draft has ever come out true.
No, that's why they're called mock drafts. That's what they call mock drafts. But yeah, the Will Levis thing, I don't know. I think you're kind of right. It's like, hey, he's moving up. I don't know who he's moving up on which mock draft. The ones that I've seen around, I don't know.
Now I'm hearing the Colts might get him, or today they said someone might move up to get him. Now trade up, and someone say the Texans might trade out of number 2 to let somebody else get into that top 3 and see if they.
You know what? I would do that.
But you still need a quarterback. So to me, you got to get CJ. Man, you know what? You ain't got to get shit if you don't want it. I mean, if it's me though.
But it would behoove you.
Bryce Young goes first. I'm thinking I'm going to thank CJ Stroud if I'm the Houston Texans, unless they think they got somebody else, which maybe they go Will Levis and move back and then they get him at 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if Panther Nation is going live, cool. We going live. They got the number 1 overall pick. Cool. Yeah, we'll see what they do.
Hey, shout out to Rashad and Dave, man. Panther Nation podcast does a great job.
Yes.
And Grandizer, you know what I'm saying, in the real scheme of things, I know I'm not competing with Rashad and Dave because they got a following like the Mississippi River. I'm just on here trying to have fun as Big Game James with the Buff Nerd, and we just gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you put us on a little sub channel on the side and the back and just check in on us. Or hell, if not, go back and watch the recorded part of it. If you can't watch it live, it's all good. I understand. I just appreciate you always stopping by and leaving them great comments, man.
That's for sure. And of course, you can always check us out on your favorite podcast platform, Apple, Amazon, as well as Spotify. So shout out to that. But yeah, man, I'm curious to see why they would move up. I don't think Levis is that dude. And draft HBCU prospects. I agree. They're still there, you know, and there's still great men and great athletes that are coming out of HBCUs. So they're there. They're definitely there.
Mine.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste. That was
Hey,
that,
Granddad just took me back to the commercials though. Back
yeah,
in
he
the day,
did.
man. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
That's it.
Support
That's it. That was
United
their
Negro
slogan.
College Fund.
That was their slogan.
Yeah,
Still is, I think.
awesome.
They ain't changing it.
I just love that Granddad's a Voltron on there.
You say Voltron. What are you talking about, bro?
It's pictures of Voltron, bro.
Let's go, man. Hey, the Lake Show. How good are they? Listen, let me say it like this.
Go ahead.
If they win and win the series, they will be the first team out of the play-in to win a series.
Damn.
It'll be the first team.
Hey, man. Okay, are they doing that good, or are the Grizzlies that bad?
That's a great question.
I never thought that, like, to me, the Grizzlies played good.
Yeah.
Played well most of the season.
Yeah.
But they never scared me as a number 2 seed. I mean, am I not me?
No,
I
you're
swear I'm
not
not just
wrong.
saying that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a Lakers fan speaking on this, so it's not
Yeah.
like I'm talking for my home team. But
Yeah.
realistically, you got John Morant,
Yeah.
you
It's
got
hurt.
Baines, who's inconsistent.
Yeah.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is solid on defense. I love that kid
Yeah.
and the way he plays. But you know, Anderson's out, he's hurt.
Mhm.
What's really going on with the Grizzlies that scares you as even the Lakers being old and have no shooters?
Yes, that part. It's that part because you would think, even though, now look, John Morant being hurt is a thing. He is hurt. It's a thing. You know, you can say Wallace said it's kind of both, but LeBron is the best player on the court, which is crazy to say, but it's the truth.
Why is that crazy to say?
Because
he's the
he's been in
oldest
the
person on
league
the court as
20.
well?
He's 38 years old. Anthony Davis should be the best player on the court.
No argument there. No argument.
And so, but he is who he is, right? He had 11 rebounds and I think 4 blocks in the game, but he had, I think, 14 points or something like that.
To me, Anthony Davis looks like he's still trying to find a way to be hurt. Like he'll fall down sometimes and look like, am I supposed to stay down or should I get up? It's like, hey man, get up. They need you right now. You can't be hurt.
Is LeBron's light too bright for Anthony Davis?
It shouldn't be. If you didn't,
I didn't say it shouldn't be. I'm just asking, is it?
Is it? Yes, I think it is, Jay. And let me tell you why I say that. Anthony Davis doesn't step up and play bigger than LeBron in the games he should. And if he's that next face of the NBA superstar, he should be outshining a 39-year-old LeBron James.
He should be. And it is crazy. If he's, listen, we can talk about Kobe towards the end of his reign.
I don't even
right?
like that old Kobe. I mean, not that I don't like it. I hate how those injuries had Kobe plagued at the end of his career. I feel you.
We could talk about old Dirt playing in his 20th season, lumbering down the court, and it was hard to watch. We could talk about Michael Jordan at the end of his career playing in Washington and how it was hard to watch. But yet you have LeBron, who is, again, not arguably, he is the best player on the court at 20 years in. So that's an issue. That's an issue. How long does it last? Because he's had injuries as well. It's how far can LeBron take these Lakers? Because it's not Anthony Davis. How far can LeBron take these Lakers in these playoffs?
I don't see them getting past. I see them getting past Memphis now. But I can't see them winning the second series. And I believe they play the winner of the Golden State Sacramento series.
Yes, that we were going to get to that.
Okay,
but
I'm just saying I
go ahead and-
don't know if they get past that next round, man. LeBron will do everything he can, I believe, to put the team on his back
Yes.
to take them as far as he can take them. But he's going to need AD to step up at some point in time to do more than what he's doing to help carry the load because LeBron can't carry it like he once did.
Bron
He
had a
shouldn't have
2020
to.
game. He had a 2020 game.
I know, and that's too much for him. I mean, let me say it the right way. I'm not surprised that he can still do it because of the freak of an athlete that he is. But once you start getting up in age to be able to do that on the nightly basis that it requires you to do it during the playoffs,
Yeah,
come on, man, that's a lot.
there's no load management here.
Excuse my language, he gonna blow his load before they get to the second round.
I mean, and so as the coach of the Lake Show, do you go to Anthony Davis and say, "Hey, man, look, I know you giving what you can, but I need you to give more." Like, do you say that to him?
You need to say something to him because this is my thing, dog. As a coach, you got to be able to coach I don't give a damn how much
Yeah.
these pros make. You have to be able to coach them, and as a star player, you have to be coachable. You can't walk around like Trey Young and not want Nate McMillan to get on you, get his ass fired. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want to take the coaching.
Yeah, you have to take the coaching and also from the players. The player they got
Rory Nakamura. Rory is balling. You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, Rory
he
was a good
is.
move. You're right.
Yes, he is, and that the role players for LA are doing a great job. They're doing a great job. But again, LeBron can't be the dude every night.
That's the part right there, Jay.
He can't be, especially if you got Anthony Davis that's supposed to be. It can't happen. So, we can roll into the next part as far as the Warriors Kings, because Fox is supposed to be playing. He said that he's come out that he's going to play Game 5 despite the fracture finger.
Right.
The Warriors look like they're starting to kind of figure out what to do with the Kings.
They knew what to do from the start, Jay. They just played
I don't think
horrible
so.
on the road.
I don't think so.
I don't think the Kings did. And, I mean, think about it. The Warriors had the season edge on them during the season.
Yes.
So I don't think it's like they didn't know what to do. They just let the one get away in Sacramento. What happened?
What up, Trey? Good to see you, man. Warriors in 6, of course, because you are a Warriors fan, and that's what you think.
From Texas and like the Warriors.
Bro, he's and likes the Yankees of all the teams to like. But we're not going to do that tonight, Trey. We're going to let you live. We're going to let you live. We're going to let you
shout out to Trey Collins, the other half of Cowboys Cutting Up.
That's right. We're going to be bringing that back once the season starts ratcheting up here.
Way back.
Don't do that, man, because I know you ain't talking after we didn't beat y'all in the playoffs. So
y'all beat us. Yeah, you did.
Let me turn my headphones up.
You beat us. Just to go get that ass taxed by the 49ers.
Oh man, I guess so. What was this? I'm listening to. Let me put this up here. Seahawks content creator who does a good job with college players right now too. However, he don't know HBCU prospects. Surprised him, because here's the thing about HBCU prospects and people. Okay, content creators. A lot of times, if you are not involved and engaged with the HBCU game, then you won't know. Because a lot of these players, they don't enter transfer portals. They're there from freshman year to junior and or senior year. Okay. So they grow up in the programs. So yeah, that's the issue there. Unless they're a 5-star blue chip that is making headlines to go to HBCU, most times you may get a 3-star, a 2-star, right? And they'll work their way up to, a 4-star.
Well,
That's just the way it is.
I don't think you keep getting stars once you get to college. I think that's just. I think that shit is over.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm
But
putting
they
in
do get
perspective
better.
for
You're
other
right,
people.
and how they grow. Now, Jay, one thing like Hugh Jackson has done a good job at Grambling of going into the portal and getting guys from some Power 5 schools to Grambling, which
Yeah.
it should make them better next year. Eddie George is kind of doing the same thing at Tennessee State, so we'll see. And Grandizer, I'm not gonna lie, I need to do a better job of researching and watching more HBCU players. I mean, there's not enough time in the day for the things that I want to do and the things that I'm able to get done.
Right. So that's why you need to
But you're
like,
right.
subscribe, and share. So we
And
can have that time.
also, hold on. Let me put this banner up again. Hell,
Put the banner up.
donate to the cause too. Shit, buy me a coffee.
But no, Grandizer, you're absolutely correct. There are a lot of prospects to HBCU.
There's a lot of hidden gems. You're right, Grandizer.
Yeah, they definitely are that are there today that are not transferring to Colorado. Now, that's not on our bullet points, but I think we got to talk about it, man.
Go ahead.
As of, I think it was yesterday, not today, but yesterday, right after the spring game, Colorado had 15 more players enter the transfer portal, which came to a total of 28 from Colorado. Now, Coach Prime said when he came in, hey, look, y'all go ahead. If you've been here, get into the transfer portal because I'm bringing my own. I'm bringing some dogs with me. So their starting receiver is gone. Their starting DB is gone. Their starting running back, again, this is from last year, is gone.
But now the starting DB, well, the one that left, he not better than Travis Hunter, no way.
Oh, no, true.
Like, bye, Kid Rock. This is my whole thing, Jay. It's a big number and it's kind of alarming.
Yes.
But at the same time, everything I see that Deion puts out, he's holding these guys to a higher standard. He's challenging them. He's not putting up with anything. He's calling them on it. He catch you in school on campus in slides and sleeveless shirts. You're gonna be punished. He wants them to dress and act accordingly. Some guys can't handle it. But my program might not be for you. It might not. But whatever you did before, if you want to still do it that way, you won one game the year before, fool.
That's true. You won
What
an
do you want
11,
to do? You want to look a certain way and carry yourself a certain way, but still have the same losing mentality? Nah, dog. If you can't ride with me, if you're not with me, you against me.
Yeah. But I have heard this said that sometimes you need quote unquote thugs on your team. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard that, but I've heard that some coaches, some players, some people in charge would say, yeah, good clean cut, that's nice, that's great, but sometimes you need to have thugs on your team, quote unquote.
Man, Deion's still gonna have those dogs. He know what it takes. He played. He was one of them dogs at Florida State. He's not trying to clean up the whole, but at the same time, if that thug type player, and don't take this the wrong way, America, if you hear me say this, if that thug mentality player gets into the right program and believes in that person that's giving them that knowledge and know-how, they gonna do it the right way. But just because I train the dog to act right around people don't mean he won't kill a mother lover when I don't need him to. Them dogs still know how to kill and get it, bro.
They're still dogs. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Maybe that's what it was. Tough coaching, competing. And they won out because Deion did say that he didn't. He said what he said. He didn't make them leave. They're leaving on their own. That is exactly correct. But it is a very large number. And if I'm another program and I see that you're transferring out of Colorado, what do I think as a coach? What do I think as a coach?
What do
Or
you
what
mean,
should I
Jay?
think? So you're the starting DB out of Colorado, and you see that you got Hunter that's coming in,
Mhm.
and I see you in the portal. You're like, man, I really would like to come and play for your coach, or whatever the case may be. What are you thinking?
I mean, this is me, and you call me old school if you want. My mentality is,
Yeah.
I need to know why you so fast to jump in the portal and run away from competition.
Mm,
Because yeah, I can benefit from you, but if you quit on them, you're not gonna quit on me too.
yeah. Yeah.
That's some of it. Because this is my thing. Competition is good, Jay. It's
Competition
good.
is good.
Competition is good.
Yeah,
Competition breeds winners. It breeds success. If
they do.
everything is just totally handed to you in life, you ain't gonna have shit.
Yeah, true. No, true. And hey, Wallace, yes, 111 gotta have change. And Dion knows what it takes to make it to the next level. And that's a fact. He did it and he's done it where he's been. So there's that. Speaking of whiners, and I know that we say we don't like bringing up this person's name, but we just gotta do it because he's been whining. He's been whining. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it's one Dylan Brooks. Dude wanted to smoke. He's sitting in his locker. He's got his shades on. Says LeBron's
Do you have
old.
do you have the quote? Do you have it? I saw
What?
this. I saw this. That what Dylan Brooks said. I saw it, and I was like, "Come on, man."
Before or after? Because before he said he's old. So what? He's
No,
old.
no,
I like
no.
to
He
poke the
to
bear.
poke the bear. He talked a whole lot of shit before
A
that
lot.
before that game 4 loss last night.
A lot.
It's the quote today I'm talking about.
But basically, you pulling up the quote?
Man, go ahead. I just want to read this, and I know most people know it and saw
Yeah.
it, but man,
So the thing is that now he's crying and he's saying, "Why it's the media's fault. It's the media's fault. I don't know why everybody is talking about me. Why is everybody talking about me? What they want with me?" Bro, you wanted to be the villain. That's what you said. You wanted to be the villain. You like to poke the bear. The bear was poked. The bear didn't fall for it. Matter of fact, the bear said, "I tell you what I'm gonna do. Watch this. I'm gonna call all my bears and we're gonna come get y'all." So now you upset. Now you crying because everybody looking at you like, "Hey man, you're not that good. You're not that good."
I had this thing, dog, and I'm mad. I had it. I saw it, and I was like, I need to screenshot this for when Jay and I get together later on. And
I-
dog,
Right? I used to hey, look. He was talking, man. Again, when you sitting in your locker with shades on and all the lights on inside, and you saying that, guess what? You got to back it up.
I mean, this is my thing. I already said Dylan Brooks is a fake tough guy.
You did say that.
He's a fake ass tough guy.
You
And
have
so
said
here
that.
it is. You try to adjust and come up with this persona to make everyone hate you. And so now that everyone is hating you, you're like, I
Right.
don't know why the media's portraying me to be like this. Mother lover, you portraying yourself to be like
Put
this.
yourself out here like that. You put yourself out here like that. So my thing, and here's where I lost respect for him. Look, you want to be the villain? Fine, be the villain. Be that. Be that what it is, right? Stevenson was a villain because he was like, I don't care. I'm gonna blow in LeBron's ear. I'm gonna untie his shoelace. That's what I'm gonna
Man,
do. He was fine with that. People can say he wasn't, but I still believe that Dennis Rodman was a villain. He was, but he could back up what he did. He did what he did. He did it at a very high level, right? The Bad Boys, the original Bad Boys, They were villains. That's what they did. They knew what they were doing, and they backed it up. If you're going to be the villain, be that. Be that. But when they bust you, when they bust that butt, hey, understand this is what you wanted. Right? Patrick Beverly is a villain. You can say he's not, but he is.
Oh, boy took a. It says, I poke bears. I don't respect no one till they come and give me 40. I'm out. And then the new quote is, I'll just make him go left all game. And then he came back and said, I don't know why everyone is talking. Man,
actually, I am giving you credit. You're playing well at the right time, yes, but how long does it last? How long does it last?
Not long.
That's that part. Because there's a reason why you had to play the play-in. There's a reason. There's a reason. Okay. Now, can you get past Sacramento if they win? I don't think so.
Ooh, can they even get past the Warriors?
They have a better chance at the Warriors, maybe.
But the Warriors will have the home court advantage, and they play well at home.
They do play well at home. And Klay Thompson's hitting his shots. Wiggins is playing good defense.
You just got to hope Draymond put a cigarette out on somebody's chest again.
I mean, you got Poole that started when Draymond was out. So now your team has a whole different, as far as the Warriors, different look to it. It's tough to say because after LeBron, you have role players, and Anthony Davis should not be a role player. But at this point, Anthony
Davis is a role player, Jay?
I mean, is he a superstar? Is he playing like a superstar? I ask that question. Is he playing like a superstar? Is he a dude where you say, look, we need to get 20 to 22 points from him? Can you get that consistently every night?
Hadn't happened yet. So I can't argue with you on that. Man.
I mean,
it's time to keep this train moving. Hey, Dylan Brooks, be careful what you ask for. You ask to be the bully. You poke the bear. And I'm going to say one thing. You need to go get some help because for some reason you like hitting people in the nuts. You did it to Donovan Mitchell, and then you did it to LeBron. And I heard your girlfriend used to pee standing up. So you need to change that. Go get some help, man. Quit hitting people in the PP.
Views expressed by Big Game does not reflect on. Hey, okay, Jimmy Butler.
Hey, Jimmy Buckets is killing right now, Jay.
Jimmy Butler is Jimmy Butler.
Now, do you think Jimmy Butler is portrayed as a big enough
we
star
appreciate you, Grandizer, sir,
than what he gets noticed for? Because he single-handedly, and yes, I say single-handedly because other key contributors for the Heat have not quite played as high as we thought they would. And Jimmy Buckets to score 51, and he did that on Holiday and Giannis guarding him last night.
Listen, Jimmy Butler has been doing this. He's been doing. He did this in Philly. He did this when he first arrived in Miami, when no one gave them a chance. And guess what? They went to the finals.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's been doing this.
I just feel like he's underappreciated, man. I don't feel like he get the love that he deserved.
Yes and no. Like, we see that he is the man, but yeah, he's not going to ever be considered for MVP.
My bad,
He's
Wallace.
not going to.
I fell asleep. Well, I didn't fall asleep, but I thought it's
Jimmy had
53.
56.
It's 56. Still 51, 56, 50.
Listen,
He was killing.
Jimmy Butler is that guy. But yes, because of Boston and Tatum, and Miami is not a storied franchise.
But they should be. They had the big three. They did the trade. They did the whole thing. Miami's won championships.
They
Why
have.
aren't they storied?
Because they are not part of the storied franchises like Boston, LA, New York. Like Dallas won't ever be that. Milwaukee will never be that.
Yeah, but shoot, why
Golden
is New
State
York
will never
storied?
be
Just
a
because
storied franchise.
because they play and that. That's almost how we had the blue blood conversations.
It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is.
Well, somebody need to come write some brand new stories then, Jay. Damn it, write some new stories. Let's make them story. Let's
that's
quit hanging on the past.
Well, that's where old fogies like us need to go ahead and accept, Miami as a storied franchise, and accept.
Watch how we go old fogies like us.
Because we still hang on to MJ being the greatest of all time. We still hang on to Boston and LA being the greatest franchises of all time. Yes,
those
they've
won
won
great rivalries. Those are some great rivalries back in the day.
See.
I feel you.
There are great rivalries now, but we won't talk about them because they haven't been around long enough, is what we would say.
Okay.
So but yeah, Jimmy Butler is one of, I won't say the most underrated, but he's definitely an underrated player.
Man, he balled out, dog. I love it.
That's what he does.
Jimmy Buckets. I love the nickname too.
That he might be the first team to be a play-in team to be the number one seed in the series before the Lakers beat Memphis.
But the Lakers, a 7 beating a 2, and this is an 8 about to be the 1.
That's big. I mean, that hasn't happened since the Warriors and the Mavs. Back with Run TMC. So, yeah.
Give you your kudos. You be waiting to pull out them little Maverick stats. Oh, wait. The Warriors beat the Mavericks, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just said that.
Baron Davis.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Baron Davis.
Yeah.
You're not sorry.
You're the
baby. You love saying that. You love saying that. All right, look. Do you have one of those one gotta gets or one?
No, I wasn't gonna do it tonight. I know we.
Awesome.
You
Let's
said
get
we
into
said
it.
we said it
Top
was a
5.
Blitz edition.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Top 5.
Hey man, hold on. I got some. Slap your ass next time you do something like that to me again.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some have a top 10 because they're punks. But here on Big Game Sports Buzz, no punks. Top 5. Who's in? Who's out? Again, tonight's topic, top 5 basketball movies of all time. This is tough. This is a hard one.
I feel like I'm going to catch hell for my list. I just looked at it.
You are. Just so you know that.
I'm going to catch hell.
Yeah.
But without further ado, baby, it is what it is, right?
Let's go.
Hey, basketball movies, it seems like it's a whole bunch of them. And I didn't realize that until I tried to start breaking this list down.
Mm-hmm.
But one movie that I know was near and dear to me that I like a lot, and it goes way, way back to early 80s.
Yeah.
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. I don't even know if you saw that movie, Jay. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Hey, you need to watch this. You need to go watch this movie because it's great. Dr. J was in this movie. It's a great basketball movie.
Wait, is that with
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh?
Is that with Gary Coleman?
I think that's what it was. There's a little boy in there. There's one of the people in there. One of the little people in there.
I think I saw that.
And then anyway, Fish That Saved Pittsburgh. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. You will not.
It was like on an after school special movie or something like that.
No, man, no. Hey, Hoosiers. Hoosiers was a great movie to me. Good basketball.
There you go.
Victory! All right. Number 3, Above the Rim. I love Above the Rim. Great movie to me. Number 2, I might catch hell for this one, and there's no order to this. White Men Can't Jump. Woody Harrelson,
Solid.
Wesley Snipes.
Solid.
Just the whole. I don't know. It's something about that movie. I just like that movie a lot. I love
Solid.
it. And then number 1, Blue Chips. Shaq, Penny Hardaway. The way they put this movie together, man, I loved it. Nick Nolte as the
Nick
coach.
Nolte?
Hey,
Yeah.
man, really good job the way they put that thing together.
Yes, sir.
And there's some great movies I left off, and I'm not gonna do what I normally do. I'm gonna let Jay have his turn and talk about his top 5.
In the line. Okay, here we
Nah,
go.
'cause I had some other ones on there. that was up.
See how he does. He gonna sneak it in. So I had some other ones like blah 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 blah. Okay, look. I agree. White Man Can't Jump. That's on my list. You know, I don't do mine in particular order. White Man Can't Jump definitely has to be on there. Hoosiers is Hoosiers. I can watch that today. I mean, Hoosiers is Hoosiers, man. Blue Chips, and I thought actually that we would. I didn't know if you were going to pick that one up, but Blue Chips, man, that is such a great movie. Oh my gosh,
I wanted to go to college just because of Blue Chips.
Hey, look, that part right there. Now the ones that we kind of different on, man. Look, Above the Rim would have been an honorable mention for me. I looked at it, I was like, but I could not leave off Love and Basketball. Listen, Sanaa Lathan. Yes, sir. That's
I give you that one.
That's such a great movie, man.
That's a
great movie. Finally, and it's funny that I put this on my list.
Let me see what you're gonna say.
Because I talk about this person in a certain light that people don't like. But Space Jam. Space Jam. Space Jam.
Basketball movie of all time.
I'm not saying the greatest, but it's definitely a top 5. Space Jam. The Monstars? Come on, man. Patrick Ewing, Sean Bradley, Muggsy Bogues, Grandmama Larry Johnson.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And of course, MJ. What?
Hey, the White Shadow. Hey,
yes. Space Jam did make it, Grandizer. Come on.
So
the
Grandizer,
come on.
Grandizer, do you remember the fish that saved Pittsburgh? Since you got the White Shadow on here. It's the fish that saved Pittsburgh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry.
He really wants people to know that.
I'm so sorry that y'all are not educated and cultured like me.
What? Hold on. Did you just say culture? Because of the fish that saved Philly.
You know why you don't remember it, Jay? This movie came out in 1979.
Was you like 13?
I was 4, fool. I saw it on VHS. My older cousins played this movie to death. That's how I know that movie, man. So here we go. Julius Erving was in it. Meadowlark Lemon was in it. The little boy James Bond III, Tyrone Milliman was in it. Man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in it. It was a good movie. It's a good movie. I'm gonna send you the movie post.
We didn't leave out Coach Carter, Wallace. We didn't. It just didn't make a top 5, man. It's a good movie. It's just not a top 5 movie.
Hey, that's just like Sunset Park was good too.
Oh, okay. So see, Wallace, see what you did?
No, Wallace mentioned the movie. I know. Honorable mentions.
But now
my list is my list.
Yeah, your list, But
my
now
list
you get to say all the ones that you wanted to put on there.
No. I'm not gonna do that, Jay. I'm not doing that. Hey man, the fish that
because you just said Sunset
Park
Park is a good movie. Like He Got Game. That's a great movie. Could have been on the top.
I thought you were gonna say He Got Game though. I thought you were gonna put Jesus Shuttlesworth in your list, dog. I really did.
Man, I wanted to, but I gotta put Space Jam. I had to put. It was actually no. Space Jam was going to be on there. It was actually between Blue Chips and He Got Game.
Yeah, I threw. I ain't gonna lie to you, and we guys, we done. We about to get off this. I threw in I threw in the fish that say Pittsburgh just to throw that monkey wrench in your program. But I did like that movie. I really had.
That was not popular. The fish that said Pittsburgh got lost as time goes on.
It was. Hey, dog. Hey, man. It was just 20 years too early.
20 years too early.
Hey, Wallace, you right. Coach Carter is better than Space Jam.
No, sir. No, sir. Come on. Wallace, don't do that.
Hey, man.
When Space Jam came out, first of all, you went to the theater to see it. That's when it came out. Okay. You went to the theater to see it. And you were like, man, that's an amazing movie. Like, wow. The whole family can watch that. It was great.
Well,
okay. All-Star Basketball Cast. So was Space Jam. Grandizer, so was Space Jam.
Hey, Buff Nerd. I need you to do me a favor though. You will really enjoy the fish that say Pittsburgh. It's not like you not seeing John Wick. You have to see this. I can forgive you not watching John Wick. No, I can't. But
wait, Wallace, you haven't seen Space Jam? You haven't seen it?
Now, what about the new one, Wallace? Have you seen the new Space Jam?
That's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Coming from a guy that won't go see John Wick.
None of them. Watch it. It hasn't popped on my radar because of Keanu Reeves, man.
Right. You know what?
If he has more than 2 lines in a movie, it's kind of cringy.
Please make sure y'all stop by and check us out Thursday. We will be starting when the draft starts, and I believe that is 7 p.m. Central Time, our time. Stoggs might be late. He might have to go to Little League practice or something.
Yes, some kind of practice.
A-Reed and I will get things kicked off and going, covering picks, talking about what's going on. Hey, y'all, please make sure you check out the Chop Shop mock draft and see if we have know anything about what we're talking about. And if you think Warren McClendon is worthy of a top 14 pick, please drop a comment in the chat and let us know. Warren McClendon, offensive tackle out of Georgia.
Hey,
the Buff Nerd went just like he put Space Jam in the top 5. He put Warren McClendon as one of the top.
Stop hating on Space Jam. Space Jam's a great movie. Y'all need to go back and watch it, man.
It wasn't bad. It was good. I give you that. The one you put on your list, I like that. I'm mad that I kind of forgot about because that's kind of me and my wife's movie was Loving Basketball.
Come on, man. You don't add that on there.
Yeah, because I put White Man. I like Woody Harrelson in them.
I put that on my list too.
You're right.
But you had to put the fish that saved Philadelphia. Whatever.
Pittsburgh, cuz. Come on now. Anyway.
I don't care.
Hey, man. That dude there is the Buff Nerd, Jay Stoggs. I'm your boy, Big Game James. Thank you for tuning in to Big Game Sports Buzz. And check us out on all your favorite social media platforms. Until next time, we out. Peace.